Alexander Isak. Liverpool and Newcastle transfer latest. Every update from Crazy Saturday was a hectic day of transfer news on not just Liverpool's plans, but that of Newcastle, Brentford, RB Leipzig, and Manchester United. We're rounded up the major updates here. Asterisk Liverpool and Newcastle locked in Alexander. Isak transfer drama as talks heat up for supporters of both Liverpool and Newcastle United. Any hope that the return of domestic football would calm the whirlwind of transfer speculation was quickly shattered this weekend. The saga surrounding Alexander Isak has taken center stage this summer, emerging as arguably the most talked about story of the current transfer window. Its ripple effect is already influencing other potential moves, and Saturday provided yet another dramatic twist in the ongoing narrative. Early in the day, fans woke up to fresh comments from Newcastle boss Eddie Howe, who admitted the club had rejected Liverpool's latest approach for Isak. Interestingly, Howe also revealed he had not been fully briefed before the bid was turned down, telling reporters, "I was informed yesterday about a bid, and before I could even assess it, the club had already declined. People back in England are handling the situation." Although Howe remained tight-lipped about Newcastle's interest in Benjamin Sesko, reports later emerged claiming the club had lodged a formal bid for the RB Leipzig forward worth €75 million up front, with €5 million in performance-related bonuses. According to Sky Sports News, the day continued to unravel with fresh updates. The Athletic reported that Isak was expected to return to the UK in the coming days to resume training with Newcastle, having spent time regaining fitness at his former club Real Sociedad following his absence from the club's pre-season tour in Asia. But the drama didn't stop there. Leipzig, notably, left Sesko out of their squad for a friendly against Atalanta, fueling speculation that a move may be imminent and that Newcastle could be preparing for life after SAK. Then came news that would reignite hope for Liverpool fans. Despite claims on Friday suggesting the Reds had pulled out of the race for Isak, a Daily Mail report countered that idea, stating that Liverpool's retreat was only temporary. If Newcastle successfully secures deals for both Sesko and Brentford attacker Yoane Wissa, and Liverpool come forward with a record-breaking bid, the transfer could still materialize. Adding more weight to the developments, Belgian journalist Sacha Tavolieri stated via X, formerly Twitter, that talks between the two Premier League clubs are scheduled to resume next week. Moreover, he claimed that Isak has made it clear to Newcastle that Anfield is his preferred destination. As for Wissa, Newcastle's potential backup plan, transfer reporter Ben Jacobs noted that Brentford's stance on keeping the forward may be softening. The Bees are reportedly open to negotiating, especially with Newcastle readying a new offer. Sky Sports' Keith Downey added that, while the Magpies' approach for Wissa hasn't been formally accepted or rejected, discussions are actively ongoing around the deal's structure. Meanwhile, Sesko's agent was reportedly heading to Leipzig on Saturday night for direct talks. However, there may be a late twist in the tale. Tokes ported that Benjamin Sesko is actually holding out for a move to Manchester United, a revelation that could frustrate both Newcastle and Liverpool's transfer strategies. More news from Merseyside U21s in action. While the Isak saga dominated the headlines, there was also football to be played. Liverpool's under-21s were in friendly action against Hull City's youth team on Saturday, ending in a goalless draw at the AXA training center. Two of the Reds' summer recruits made their first appearances at this level. Goalkeeper Armin Pexi, who arrived from Puskás Academia earlier in the summer, played the full 90 minutes. He had previously featured in the win against Stoke City, but didn't get any playing time during the senior squad's Asia tour. The second debutant was 17-year-old Will Wright, a forward who recently joined from Salford City, though he was on Arsenal's radar. Wright opted to stay in the Northwest and will now look to impress in Liverpool's youth setup. In total, 21 players featured for Rob Page's side, with all 10 outfielders rotated after the hour mark. Among the more familiar names were Calvin Ramsey and Luis Comas, who started, while youngsters such as Cade Gordon, Amara Nallo, and Kieran Morrison made substitute appearances. although no official fixture list has been released for the 2025-26 Premier League 2 campaign. The under-21s have already played for warm-up matches, beating Celtic and Lens. Drawing against Wigan and now Hull, new U21's head coach Rob Page, who recently joined the club, expressed his pride at joining such a historic institution. Liverpool has been through challenging spells at youth level recently, but the way the entire club players, fans, staff has pulled together has been nothing short of amazing, he told the club's official site. To return to development football at a club of this magnitude, especially after their dominant season last year, is a fantastic opportunity. Helping young talent either break into the first team or succeed elsewhere is a role I take very seriously. At Page's appointment is part of a broader academy restructure. Simon Wiles also announced as the new under-18s manager just a day earlier. Liverpool's transfer moves unfold amid kit launch and key player uncertainty. Liverpool's much-anticipated new kit launch with Adidas marking the end of their long-standing deal with Nike was expected to be a celebratory moment, but fans quickly noticed the absence of several prominent players from the promotional campaign. Notably missing were Andy Robertson, Dominic Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo, Tate, and Ibrahima Konate. The reasoning behind these absences appears to stem from commercial conflicts. A number of Liverpool stars are tied to rival brands either Nike or Puma, which likely clashed with Adidas's involvement. These sponsorship rivalries often prevent players from participating in official promotions that contradict their own endorsement deals. One of the few exceptions was Virgil van Dijk, a Nike-sponsored athlete, who'd featured in the campaign, likely due to his position as club captain. Interestingly, Mohamed Salah, one of Adidas's most high-profile athletes, tends not to appear in promotional material when Nike is in charge of kit launches. This makes Darwin Nunez's omission from the Adidas campaign even more surprising. Having switched from Nike to Adidas last season, Nunez was expected to feature, especially since he has been seen wearing Adidas gear during pre-season, yet his absence speaks volumes. Given Nunez's status as a key forward, its exclusion seems to hint at Liverpool's intent. It strongly implies that the club is preparing for his potential departure this summer. A major campaign, Liverpool may be signaling that they don't expect him to be part of their long-term plans. Instead, they appear to be awaiting the right offer. Reports from Saudi Arabia reinforce this notion, with Al Hilal actively pursuing Nunez and even submitting a formal bid. This aligns with growing speculation that Liverpool are ready to part ways with the striker. In essence, what was meant to be a simple kit launch may have inadvertently revealed much more about the club's summer strategy, while Nunez's future remains uncertain. Liverpool are intensifying their efforts elsewhere. Despite their opening bid being swiftly rejected, the Reds remain confident of securing Newcastle United's Alexander Isak before the transfer window closes. Their first formal approach, made last Friday, was turned down, and although no fresh bid has been made yet, optimism remains high within the Liverpool camp. The primary reason for this optimism lies in Isak himself. The Swedish striker has reportedly expressed a desire to leave St. James Park and join Liverpool. He skipped Newcastle's preseason tour in Asia and has been training alone in Spain, a clear sign of tension between the player and his current club. Swedish football expert Maxi Angelo, speaking exclusively to Anfield Watch, believes the transfer is edging closer to completion. He noted that Isak's physical absence from the club's training ground, even during critical preseason preparation,